Welcome to Springboro 45066, the TV news magazine of Springboro, Ohio, the September-October edition. In part 2, Carrie and Jason give us all the information about Christmas in Springboro coming up in just 2 months. Don checks in with David Thompson at the Coffman Family Y on their new edition. Carrie visits with Cheryl at Cheryls Cakes and Treats. Kyle Martin, the principal at Springboro High School, introduces us to 3 upper-class students that help incoming freshmen adjust to their new environment. And at Heatherwoode, we get the fall golf update and banquet information for holidays and winter events. Mayor Agenbroad meets with Jerry Ferris on the Meet Your Neighbor segment, both being Purple Heart recipients. And more wonderful news about our great community, and it's all happening right now on Springboro 45066.
Part 2, 45066.
September,
right.
October.
That's a hard act to follow, part 1.
I know it
Was
is.
Rosie sweet or what?
Oh, God, she's a doll.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so much fun when you do little things like that.
Yeah. I like old ladies like that.
Well, the merge walk in, it's one of a kind.
They're always so amorous with it, you know what I mean?
You know, it's hard to believe this is September-October edition, and right around the corner is Christmas in Springboro, and you're going to take us there.
Yep, I'm going to take out the Carrie and Jason. The parade announcers are standing by at Heather's right across the street from where we're at, and they've got the update on this year's Christmas in Springboro.
Probably getting a latte or two while they're there.
Pardon?
Probably getting a latte or two while they're
Oh,
there.
they're having a latte.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But they're dressed for Christmas,
There
as
we
you
go.
will see.
I'm looking forward.
Thanks, Dawn. We're at Heather's Cafe and Coffee. I'm sitting with Jason Wade, my co-host for the Christmas in Springboro Parade this year. Jason, thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure to be back.
Well, thank you, and I'm loving your outfit. You're obviously in the Christmas in Springboro spirit.
Absolutely, always. This is what I wear all the time anyway, but you know, when we get close to Christmas in Springboro, this is definitely the attire I'm going for. So.
Awesome, awesome. Well, speaking of Christmas in Springboro, we're not far from the festival. It's November 18th through 20th, of course, on Main Street in the Historic District.
It's an awesome, awesome venue.
It is, really. And hopefully we'll have great weather again.
Oh, absolutely, and that worked out perfect last year. It was beautiful, and then it kind of fell apart afterwards, but the parade was great, so. the weather was
We
great.
usually get lucky with the parade.
Absolutely, it wouldn't do that to us.
No, absolutely not, absolutely not. So speaking of the parade is November 19th at noon. So that's Saturday at noon. You know, can you believe we had almost 2,200 participants walk in the parade last year?
You know, when you say that number, it's a lot, but when you sit there and you watch, there was a lot, and it goes by so quick.
Absolutely.
But there were, I mean, that's an amazing amount of people to be
Isn't
in
that
a
cool?
parade. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in a nice, quaint little town like we are on Old Main Street. To see all that filled up with that many people and the people watching. It's quite the sight, so.
It is, it's pretty cool. Let's talk about the theme. It's Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. I think that's from the Grinch.
The Grinch. So that's, you know, I think when you have Christmas in Springboro, I think just as the Grinch's heart grew, I think everybody else's heart grows too when they see on Main Street and everything like that. So
That's
I
a
think
great
it's
way
good
of
theme.
looking at it. I
think it's
like
a
that.
good theme. You know, everybody thinks of the Grinch as a certain way, but at the end, he's a good guy.
He
so.
redeemed himself
yeah, he
a
redeemed
bit.
himself. So, but you know, you got to have a little heart growing around the holidays. And
Absolutely.
That's what I think everybody has. Because I mean, there's not a whole lot that you don't see that isn't happy during the parade and
Very
through
true.
the whole weekend.
Very true.
You know, people are it's nice to see everybody up and down the street and visiting the vendors and everything like that.
And everyone's
So-
in good spirits for the
Absolutely.
most part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice. It kind of brings the holiday season in.
Sure.
And in the right way.
And I think this is going to allow us to see some really cool Grinch-themed floats this year.
Yeah. So, and if you happen to be standing out there, go ahead and feel free to Grinch it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd like to see just as many of those out there for our fun too while we're out there.
Most definitely. It'll entertain us.
Absolutely.
So Christmas in Springboro weekend obviously starts on Friday. Opening ceremonies are at 6:45. Then we go to Saturday with the 5K fun run. That's at 9 a.m. The big parade at noon on Saturday. And then of course just the festivities continue through Sunday evening.
Yeah, it's quite the event all weekend long.
It really is.
I mean, the parade is kind of the big to-do on Saturday. Everybody gathers in one place, but there's stuff to do all weekend on Main Street.
For all ages.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, some of the merchants are open.
Absolutely,
throughout the
great
weekend.
entertainment.
Yeah, so it's just a good thing for everybody to do, and plenty of stuff for the kids all the way up, like you said, to the adults.
Absolutely.
So there's all kinds of stuff to do.
Well, and over 70,000 attendees last year.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people in our quaint little city.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, it's a great thing to have that many people, and it's not overwhelming.
No,
I mean, and not that we couldn't have more people, because it just, you think 70,000 people is a lot, but when there's plenty, you're not getting
it's
overrun.
Over a 3-day festival,
and you're not getting overrun and all that stuff. It's just a nice number.
It is, absolutely. Well, Jason, it looks like we're ready for the parade. Let's give everybody a little overview. It's going to be November 18th through the 20th for Christmas in Springboro. Opening ceremonies start at 6:45 on Friday. We have the 5K fun run at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Of course, the parade at noon on Saturday. And then the festival wraps up on Sunday evening. Now, if you'd like more information, check out www.springborofestivals.org, and we will see you at the parade. Back to you, Don.
Jason, Carrie, thank you. Great report. Looking forward to it.
No, yeah, as always, it's a great time.
Oh,
There's so many people, like 50,000 people in this community. It's just a wonderful thing.
It is. It's amazing.
It is. It's great. You know, it helps put us on the map, that and many other things.
Yeah.
You know, anyway, one of the things that put us on the map many, many years ago in the year 2000 was the Coffman Y. We were talking about doing a lot of different things in Springboro, pools, community pool, etc. And when we got to thinking about it, Ron Coffman, his visionary leadership, decided, I want to put a Y and have my name on it. So David Thompson has done a great job as our director, and he's works for all the Ys in some capacity with Dale Bruner, but he runs our Coffman Y, does a magnificent job, and they're painting a new addition, painting the walls, and it's looking good. Why don't we go talk to David?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and welcome back to the Coffman Family YMCA, where clearly you can see behind me we have lots of fun and exciting things happening at the Coffman Family YMCA. We have construction that is happening on our new multi-purpose gymnasium that is scheduled to be open December 15th, 2016. We're already starting to plan how we're going to program this new space for sports, fitness classes, as well as just general use from our members and the community. So look forward to upcoming events coming in December, where we'll be able to give you lots more information about how we're going to be using this new space to serve our members and the community. So I want to let you know about some of the fun and exciting youth sports and teen sports that we have planned for all the kids this fall. The philosophy of our YMCA youth sports is for kids to have fun, to be able to learn new skills while they're enjoying a sport. There's no tryouts for any of our YMCA sports, and every child is guaranteed equal playing time. We'll teach your children the fundamentals of sports, and just as importantly, we also focus on the YMCA's 4 core character values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility as we are working with the kids. If you want to find out more information about our youth sports, we have all of our information online at our website. The cost for these programs are $34 for members and $68 for non-members. Some of the sports that we have that are upcoming are indoor sports for boys and girls ages 3 to 12. That season begins October 6th. We also have our flag football program that is open to boys and girls ages 4 to age 12. That program begins September 24th. We're also offering fall youth lacrosse that is open for boys and girls ages 4 to 12, and that program begins September 24th. Youth volleyball will be offered this fall for boys and girls in grades 3 through 5. The season will begin October 25th. We'll also be offering our teen volleyball program, which is open to boys and girls grades 6 through 8. And we offer both a competitive league and also a recreational league. That season starts October 24th. For more information and specific details, you'll want to go to ymcaonline.org to find out more. For all of you adults and kids that enjoy racing and triathlons, we have another indoor triathlon that's going to be held here at the Coffman YMCA beginning on November 5th at 7:30 in the morning. So right now, if you're thinking about the possibility of doing a fall race, you can begin training right now for our indoor triathlon on November 5th. For more information on our indoor triathlon, visit us online for the complete details. You may not know this, but we have thousands of people that visit our YMCA every month. And in order to make sure that we are providing a safe environment for all of our members and guests, we have certification classes that we give routinely to our YMCA staff members. We also open that up for members and non-members in the community to take. So we offer several types of safety classes that you may be interested in. We offer certification in CPR, first aid certifications, as well as lifeguard certifications. We also offer something that you may not have known, which is a child and baby safety certification class for teenagers. If these classes are anything that you or a family member may be interested in learning more about, we have all the information on our website, as well as the ability to register now for any of these programs by visiting our website. Thanks for coming out and visiting us here at the Coffman Family YMCA. We look forward to your next visit. And now, Mr. Mayor, back to you.
As always, David, we love what the Y does. We love everything you do for the community, and anything we can do, obviously, to make it better, let us know. Thank you. Welcome to the new edition of the Coffman Y.
You know what, John, I remember back when we were talking about building the Y, and there was a certain group of people who were totally against
Oh, I know.
Y. They said nobody will ever go there.
They tried to shoot it down with the signs. In
And the biggest Y in metropolitan Dayton is the Coffman Family Y with over 18,000 members.
It's the second biggest in the state.
Yeah.
Lebanon's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
amazing.
Incredible.
Nobody will
Incredible.
go there.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Okay.
You know, you always have that crowd, but we don't care. There's so many other people that want to make the difference that you forget about it after a while.
Well,
You obviously didn't.
no, God, I couldn't wait to work out. I couldn't wait to get there. I know when they opened, they had to put an addition on immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had so many
right
people
away.
sign up.
Yep.
Well, everybody
Up
likes,
that iron.
everybody likes a nice cake every now and then, or cupcakes, or sweet anything. And we have a new place in town called Cheryls Cakes and Treats. And Carrie is over there right now, and she's going to talk to the owner and find out all about cakes and treats.
Okay.
Carrie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Don. I have the pleasure of being with Cheryl Harrington, the owner of Cheryls Cakes and Treats, located in the Roosters Plaza. Cheryl, welcome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for having us in this beautiful treat shop of yours. Tell me a little bit about your business.
We offer cookies, cakes, custom cakes, cannolis, brownies, pretty much every treat that you would want, we have.
Wonderful. And you do custom as well as walk-ins?
Yes, custom as well as walk-ins. If you have a few pictures that you like, we can combine them all together and make one cake that you want.
Wow. Excellent. Well, so you're recently open. You were telling me that you've been in Springboro for the past, 6 years or so, but you're originally from upstate New York?
Yes.
Awesome. So what brought you to Springboro?
My husband's job brought us to Springboro, and then he's like, you should open your own business. You need to do it. And I had worked in a cake shop for the last 2 years, and I've always done my kids' cakes since they were little. So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
That's wonderful. Really, really great. And I understand you do some gluten-free stuff as well for those of us with celiac or a gluten intolerance.
Yes, by special order, until it gets to be more popular and more people know that I have it, and then I will have it on a regular basis.
Awesome, awesome. Now, do you have certain specials on certain days, or do you always have your cannolis and your cupcakes?
I pretty much have everything every day. If somebody would like something added to the menu, I'm more than happy for suggestions on that also.
Cheryl, if somebody wanted to order a custom cake or maybe some gluten-free cupcakes, how would they reach you?
They can call me at 937-806-3057 or my website, www.cherylscakesandtreats.com.
Awesome.
Or check me out on Facebook.
Great, great. Well, Like I said, it smells delicious in here, guys. I wish you could smell it. Come check it out. We're in the Roosters Plaza, Cheryls Cakes and Treats, and we're with Cheryl Harrington. Thanks. Back to you, Don.
Hey, Carrie, thank you very much. Great interview, and it seems like a sweet place to go.
Well, speaking of sweet, you got a sweet tooth. How am I going to keep you away from there?
Could you fix me up with Rosie?
Got it.
Okay.
I'll get back to you on it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, call my cell phone.
I will.
Okay.
9222.
9222.
Oh, well, it's now time to go out and see Kyle Martin. He's the principal to Springboro High School.
Right.
And we have that clip. Let's go look at it.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Here at SHS, we're off to a great school year this year, and today we're here to talk about our PCOM orientation with a few of our Panther Kickoff members. As many of you know, right now Springboro High School is the largest it's ever been. We have approximately 1,925 students. We have Alex, Claire, and Josh here who are going to talk about the experience for them as being a PCOM member and also the experience that it provides for our orientation for our incoming freshmen. Alex, you want to start?
I will. Thank you, Mr. Martin. I'm Alex. I was a PCOM for 2 years, both my junior and senior year. Reason why I signed up for it's very simple: to mentor the freshmen, mentor them the way that I was mentored when I came into the school. I think it's great to give back to them so they know that we have their back, and to let them know that everything's going to be okay here. I understand that when you're coming to high school, it can be a little bit intimidating. You may be a little bit nervous, but at the end of the day, that's why we're here. And I can't thank these PCOMs enough, colleagues, to be great friends. It's first class club here at SHS, and I'll definitely remember it.
Thanks, Alex. Now, how about you, Claire?
I'm Claire. I'm a junior, so this was my first year doing PCOM. I joined because it's a really great way to meet new freshmen and welcome them into the building, make them feel comfortable with such a huge place and trying to get used to their first year of high school. You get to meet parents at open house, and you get to do many different things throughout the year to help freshmen and just let them know that we can help them out in whatever situation that they need help in. So it's a great program.
Josh, Claire, and Alex talked a lot about the open house and then the orientation. Can you give a little more detail just about the day of our PCOM orientation, what our freshmen experience?
Sure. So the freshmen come in at 7:30 like a normal school day. They're taken to their homeroom so they can meet all the students that they're going to share their next 4 years with, along with their homeroom teacher, who will be their advisor for the next 4 years. We then talk to them about what their first day is going to be like and what a day in the life of a high schooler is like here at Springboro High School, along with a mock bell schedule where they get their schedules for the first day of school, and we allow them to go to every single class they have that day so that they know where all their classes are and they're not nervous come the first day about going through such a big building with all the upperclassmen as well.
Thank you, Josh. The PCOM and the orientation is just one of many programs we have here at the high school to allow it to be a safe learning environment for all students. And we pride ourselves in creating an environment that is conducive for learning and is safe and that challenges our students on a daily basis, which is reflected in our Newsweek rankings that has us as one of the top high schools in the state of Ohio. Thanks for taking time to visit with us here at SHS. Back to you, Mayor.
Thanks, Kyle. We appreciate having you on the show. Give us an update. We do so many great things. We talked about the Y and et cetera, but Heatherwood, we built that in '91.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting bigger, keeps getting better, and everybody really likes to go. And now we have, a bunch of different people working there, but Tom, Eric, and Matt are standing by. They're going to give us all the different things that's going on there, and let's go see it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, even though the weather may have changed here a little bit, it's still beautiful at Heatherwood. The leaves have changed. If you look outside, it's pretty. I encourage you to get in contact with Erica, our events coordinator, to talk about a banquet, which she's going to talk about here in just a couple minutes, along with Matt with any golf outings. Over to you, Erica.
Thanks, Tom. We are wrapping up our busy season here at Heatherwood. Lots of weddings and events going on. It's not too late to book yours. If you have a wedding, business meeting, banquet, anything like that, still feel free to get a hold of me. And holiday season right around the corner. Christmas parties, dinners, there's plenty of room and time for you guys to come here and have your event. Have us help you with that. Number here is 748-3222. I am at extension 6. I'd like to encourage you to visit us on the web at www.golfheatherwood.com. Thanks for coming back out to Heatherwood Golf Course. I'm going to toss it over to Matt.
Thanks, Erica. Ladies and gentlemen, fall has some of the greatest weather of the year. Make sure you take advantage of that. The leaves are turning. It's cooler outside. Call the Pro Shop, make your tee times today before that winter comes calling. Another thing I wanted to remind you of, in 2017, golf outings are filling up fast. So you are going to want to call us immediately. You can call myself, Matt Cole, or Neil Amberger, our assistant golf professional, to make sure you get your date locked in before it's too late. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mayor.
All right, thank you, Eric. And we know you're going to do a great job for us. And Tom and Matt, you always do. So thanks for all you do to keep our investment and our community rolling. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Second drum roll.
Yep.
Part
Must
two.
be Meet Your Neighbor Part 2.
It is Part 2. And this guy is quite a person. I've known him for a long time and can't say enough good things about him. So I covered that in the interview. So instead of talking about, let's go see Jerry Ferris. Part 2, Meet Your Neighbor, Jerry Ferris. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, John.
Good
My
to see you.
pleasure.
Always a pleasure. We go back a long way.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Well, I'm so thrilled that you are representing our veterans here in Warren County.
It is my pleasure. I really enjoy what I do.
Yeah, well, before I get into some history about, us, why don't you tell us a little about the audience, what you do as a Veteran Service Commissioner?
Well, as a Veteran Service Commissioner, what we do is we oversee emergency financial relief. And what we do is we take in our veterans. And by the way, we have about 18,000 veterans active in Warren County. And what we do is we make sure they are aware of all the benefits that are coming to them that they've earned. We also take care of those widows of veterans. So in a nutshell, we do everything veteran. So whatever they need, we can provide, and if we don't have it, we point them in the right direction.
Do you have a phone number to call, and Joe can put it up on the screen if they have some veterans assistance they need or live in Warren County?
Yes, we do. And
a website or something like that? Whatever kind of communication tool that you have, why don't you tell the audience?
Yeah, the website is www.warrencountyveteranservice.org. And you can contact us through that. There's a phone number also attached to that website, and right now I can't remember the number.
It's on the website, that's all we need.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's right there.
Well, there are a lot of veterans that's hurting, and this is a great service, and you have a budget to do that, and we thank the commissioners, obviously, for approving our budget. So
absolutely.
That's a good thing. Okay, well, let's take a stroll down memory lane, so to speak. We met many, many moons ago. We were in Vietnam. And we weren't very good at ducking. Needless to say, neither one of us. We got more Purple Hearts we know what to do with. But in any case, I want to thank you for your service to our country, and thank you for what you did. And I want to thank you also. Jerry serves in the color guard. He and Ed Dameron are the captains. He sort of calls all the cadence and keeps them in line. But whenever one of our veterans, mostly Purple Hearters, but any veteran passes away and they need to have military honors given to them, Jerry and his band of brothers come to the funeral and take care of that. So I want to thank you for that as well.
You're welcome, sir. That is our pleasure to do that.
But strolling down memory lane, we didn't have anything to do with one another years ago when we met. I mean, I was coaching football, and your son played football for me.
Absolutely. And the way that we actually got to know each other, even from the football season, was when, as a professional photographer, I was on the field taking pictures for all the seniors as they graduated to get action shots of the seniors so that they could have something to take away from the game. And we got to talking somehow about Vietnam. And I said, I served in Vietnam. And you said, well, I do too. I said, well, I was in the Marine Corps. And you said, I was also. And I said, okay. I served with the Lima Company, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines. And he looked at me, the mayor looked at me and said, so did I. And I said, okay. I was there in 1967, 68. So was he. And I'm thinking, okay, I got 3 Purple Hearts. He says, so do I. And we served, and from that point on, the conversation just grew and we became great friends, not only as part of a band of brothers from the Marine Corps, but as him being my son's coach in football, we just kind of bonded, and there's just something about it and we've been together ever since. And
There you
that's
go. I like that. That's good.
all right. Semper Fi.
You got it. Oh, hoorah. Anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about your family?
Well, you know, I met my wife 43 years ago as a blind date.
Oh, watch out.
Yes, I was a skydiving instructor at Browns Lebanon Airport back in the day in the early 70s. And a friend of mine who also happened to be a Marine was working he finally got a job. He was working at Ohio Bell in downtown Dayton. And he ran into this young lady in the office, and he came to me one day and he says, Jerry, I have this girl I want you to meet. I said, Phil, sorry, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I'm dating 3 women at the same time. But they all know about each other. I wasn't hiding anything. But I told him, I said, I just don't have time. My calendar is full. And he said, oh, Jerry, you got to meet this girl. Long story short, a couple of months later, I finally called her, went to pick her up for the first date. And when I laid eyes on her, I just went overjoyed inside. And I said, I just met the girl I'm going to marry. And fortunately, we met in October, got married in June, been married 43 years ever since. So,
and you have a son who's a pilot.
We have a son that's a pilot for SkyWest Airlines. He's now a captain, and he just got a new airplane. He's flying the E-175s now. So he's doing great, proud of him. Got 2 grandsons and a granddaughter that's here with us right now. So it is a joy to be a grandpa. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely, absolutely. I thought when you said you were skydiving, you were going to say you met your wife on a blind date skydiving. I said, don't tell me that, because that's how I met mine.
Yeah, okay. Right,
Club.
absolutely,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Well, you know, as we close our Meet Your Neighbor segment in part 2, why don't you share with the audience, you know, you've been in Springboro a long time.
Yes, I have.
Oh, one last thing, he's also on the Fisher House that we have going on in the VA hospital right now. That's going to be a nice thing. So that's a great thing for the community. We got one at Wright Pat, now we're going to have one at VA hospital.
Right, absolutely.
You're still on the board with me on that, so that's a good thing. But anyway, why don't you share with the audience why you stay in Springboro, why you love Springboro, why you don't like Springboro, whatever the case may be.
Well, I got to tell you, there's nothing that I don't like about the community of Springboro. When we moved here, we built a house over here in Springbrook Estates. That was 38 years ago. And when we came to Springboro was still a village. And we just watched it grow. And ever since I've known the mayor, he's been the mayor. And there's been a lot of good things. We know a lot of people in Springboro. There aren't too many people that really don't know us, that haven't seen us. I've done a lot of weddings for people here in Springboro. Even the Millers, who had the hardware store over here. I did Steve's wedding and his lovely wife. We did their wedding and watched their kids grow up as it transpired. But living here in Springboro has been so easy and so much fun. The neighbors, the people, the stores, the shops, just the camaraderie and the friendship and the friendliness of the borough has really made it quite palatable and lovely for us to live here. So really enjoy Springboro. And we're not going anywhere.
I like that. Well, anyway, I want to thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure.
Sharing some thoughts with us. And well, I'm sure I'll see you very soon.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
Semper Fi.
Thank you. Semper Fi. Hoorah.
Well, thanks, Jerry. You live in Springboro. You're our buddy, and you're my sidekick. And I appreciate all the time we spent together through the years, and we got a lot more, hopefully, in front of us. Well, we're winding it down.
John, I've lived in this community 39 years. When I moved here, I was a youngster. Really, I was 32 years old.
A lot of great fun, and we still have more in front of us. So,
I know.
Yeah, so we're gonna do good. Anyway, I want to thank you, our audience, because this show would not be anything without you. And we see a lot of you out amongst us, and you tell us different things about how you like the show. So if you have any comments, good or bad, we'd like to hear them, because we do this to showcase this wonderful place we call home. So until we meet again, have a great September and October, and Don and I will see you soon.
November, December, yes.